Yo, beast mode, I go beast mode. Left, right hook, then I reload. Speed, agility, breathe slow. Connect, hurry up and cut clean blows.
Chris Waddams here, staff by Jad, with Barry McGuigan, head of Cyclone Promotions. Big card coming up on October the 14th. Who have you got your eye on the most? It's a stacked card. Who are you most looking forward to seeing?
Well, I go through them. Martin McCauley is a superb talent. We've got a promotional deal with him. I'm sort of in an advisory capacity. He's managed and trained by Billy Nelson, who knows a thing or two about boxing. Very good. And this kid is a phenomenal talent. He's 26 years old. He's up sparring with Joshua. Finished yesterday in 9 rounds with him, and he's a very, very talented young man. And he's up against him. He's fighting Michael Hunter Jr., who's a cruiserweight, but a heavy cruiserweight, and he's quick, fast, very confident he's going to win. And this is a 10-round contest, and I believe it will be a fabulous fight. And I'm confident my man will do it. I'm confident that by the end of those 10 rounds, if it goes that far, Michael Hunter Jr. will know the difference between a cruiserweight hitting and Martin McCauley hitting, that's for sure. Then we have Chantel Cameron fighting Diana Santana, who's a former featherweight champion of the world. 38 professional fights. Chantel's having her 7th. So it's a pretty remarkable trajectory from her. She won the world title in her 4th professional fight. I know you can do it quicker with women, but she's a serious talent. She's improving all the time. She's really hard, great condition. She's up against a very tough girl who was only ever stopped once, but she was stopped pretty mysteriously, if you ask me, against Amanda Serrano, and the referee jumped in and he should have let her continue. So she's a very tough girl. She's coming to win. She had a long time to get ready for this. So we know our girl is up against it, but with every confidence in her. Lee McGregor, who's just been on the pad trying to make another noise while I'm trying to talk. He's fighting Thomas Asamba, cheek tough Thomas Asamba, who's already fought for the Commonwealth title twice. So he's a 2-time Olympian, very tough guy. Same at the press conference, he's here to win. He's not here to make up the numbers. But Lee McGregor is a very special young man, and I believe he is going to do big things in professional boxing. He's only having his 5th professional fight, but by God can he fight that guy. Box fight, really long levers, hits ridiculously hard. 5'8.5", he can go through the weight divisions, but we're going to keep him at bantamweight as long as we can. He's only just turned 21 years old, so it's a very exciting time for us. We got Chris Billum Smith, who's in boxing Robin Dupree for final eliminated for the Commonwealth Cruiserweight title. We really like him. We think he's got serious potential. 6 professional fights, 6 wins, 5 knockouts, and he is really a surprise package. He's turned into a super talented kid. He's in the ring, shadow boxing at the moment, but he's I'm very excited about him.
With Chris, he's in the final eliminator for the Commonwealth Cruiserweight title, which is vacant at the moment, being fought for by Waddy Camacho and Arthur Nicolau. Waddy Camacho was the mandatory challenger. Was you close to getting Chris in there for the vacant title at any point?
Yeah, I mean, we could have done that, but I think he's a slow burner. We want to give him a bit more time, and although he turned pro pretty late, he still has got very little miles on the clock. He didn't take up boxing until he was 16 or 17 years old. So he's not like he's been beat up. He's learning an awful lot since he started as a pro. He had 45 amateur fights and he had 2 stoppages, 1 on a cut iron. And he's now had 6 professional fights and 5 knockouts and six wins. So Shane is working on his power punching, his precision punching, his combinations, his head movement. He's very naturally gifted. He's got very good pickup, understands. He's got great boxing nounce. It's in him. He understands it, and he's tough. He can punch really hard, fast. So he's got a very exciting future ahead of him. And I would have genuinely considered taking that fight if circumstances had been right, but McCauley hadn't yet vacated, and it wasn't right at the time. So I just have to take our opportunities when they avail of themselves.
Okay. And with the other 3 fights we've mentioned, they're all big step ups in class, in experience, in the opponents that they're fighting.
Yeah.
Is there any worry that they would be steps too far too soon for any of them?
No, we make these calculated decisions, Chris. So very sort of nepotistical. So my son is a very good coach. He's got great understanding of the business and understanding fighters. And we stress them. We stress the living daylights of them in the gym here. We put them under incredible pressure and stress to see what they're like. And if they come out okay, we know we can take chances with them. And this game is not a business to be hanging around in. And gone are the days where you have 25 professional fights before you fight for a title. So it's, you know, we want to move them on. They're all, every single one of them have been world-class amateurs. So, you know, why take time? Just get them in there. And of course, with Big Billy Smith, it's slightly different, but because he's not as experienced as some of the others, like Chantel beat the 2016 Olympic champion Estelle Moselli 8 times, including the Rio Test event. You know, Lee McGregor has fought some of the best fighters in the world. He beat the Ukrainian, won the gold medal in the European Championships. He's fought at world level and lost by a splinter. So we know what he's got. We know also by sticking him in there with big, strong guys, and you know, them belting the hell out of him, and him belting the hell out of them, doing 8 rounds, 10 rounds of sparring, easy. So, you know, then we know we stick him in with the guy that's his own weight, he won't be able to last with him. So we know what we're doing. That's what we're good at. And of course we're taking risks, and everything in life to an extent is a risk, especially if you want to move aggressively. But ultimately we have belief in these guys, and what we do is we are very, very good at preparing people.
Okay, you kind of answered my next question. I was going to say, is it a thing that you want to do with Cyclone is almost use Josh Taylor as your blueprint? You moved him very fast and he become an absolute huge superstar.
He's not there yet. We're almost there.
Almost there. With a win in the World Boxing Super Series, he will definitely be there. Is that the kind of blueprint you set out for all the guys under your umbrella?
Not necessarily. No. We each individual. The thing about boxing is each individual is different, and therefore you cannot replicate what they do and how they perform. And in training, they're all uniquely different, and they have different stress levels. They have different levels of what they can do and how they can perform, and how much we can beast them, and how we got to ease off and spar with them. But it's a brutal business, and so what we do is we put them through brutal training regimes. And if we see where their weaknesses are, we see where things are maybe not as good as we'd like them to be, and therefore we can ease off and we can slow down and speed up. But each individual is different, and so therefore it's not really a blueprint. Although we moved aggressively with Taylor. Taylor had 200 amateur fights. Lee McGregor didn't have that experience, but we're going to move aggressively with him, because what we do is, your real benchmark, it's dead simple. You put them in sparring with really good quality guys, and you see how they do. That tells you to a greater or lesser extent where your fighter is and how quickly you can move him. But I don't want to give away too many of our secrets. We have a methodology. We work with our fighters, and we treat each one individually, and that's because this is an individual sport. And yes, it may look to outsiders that our prototype is a certain way, but it's not. We treat them all individually, so they should be, and we move them at the pace that suits them.
Okay.
Chris, I've got to rock and roll, mate, so I've got to.
That's absolutely fine, Barry.
Okay.
Thank you very much for your time.
Nice to see you.
Take care.
Yo, beast mode, I go beast mode. Left, right hook, then I reload. Speed until it breathe slow. Connect every uppercut, clean blows.